Okay, so we are announcing the MC for the January event, and it is none other. Hey, Karen, good to see you. It is none other than Sandi Masori.
Me, I'm Emcee. Woohoo! We are going to have so much fun together. This is going to be epic. And I've been to so many events lately, and I've been watching the MCs so carefully, going, okay, what are they doing that I like? Ooh, what are they doing that I don't like? And I have been taking notes. So,
So good. Oh my gosh. And Karen, I'm so glad you're here because you've been such a big part of like what we're building at Do the Thing and kind of getting it to where it is now. And oh good, Lori's here too. I'll let her in. And then Sandi was actually the M so Sandi, for anyone that doesn't know that's watching, she's the seed that started Do the Thing. So it was like when I had my April event, and actually she's the one that recommended me when it came time to the TEDx talk, too. So it's like just a lot of things that Sandi's been a part of in my life. And then a friend, obviously, in like a lot of different ways. She was one of the biggest people that supported me in like the really dark part of my my journey. And so anyway, so when I was doing the April event, I don't even know what happened, but I didn't even know I needed an MC for the April event. So that was really funny. And then it wasn't until I brought the what were you? Were you already a speaker, Sandi? You must have already been a speaker for
yeah,
that.
well, you had me as an expert, and I think you were
Yeah.
just saying something like, well, we don't know who the MC is or something like that. And I texted you and I just said, by the way, I'm an awesome
Yeah.
MC.
Yeah. And
And
so anyway, so
and to
the
your
April
credit, you
event,
you believed me.
yeah, so it was like 3 days before the event. And I was like, can you be an MC then? And then
Yeah.
she like did so awesome. It was like so fun. She brought the whole entire room to their feet and was dancing and everyone was like so excited and just like the way that it was like orchestrated. And I think it's part of like you've been a stage manager for like all the TEDx's. And even when I did my TEDx talk, it was me and Sarah Hassan, which you guys will meet in Jane. Oh, actually, you guys met her in Ohio. The first day she was there. But yeah, so she was the one that did the TEDx talk with me, and at the very end, we were like the last two that went, and Sandi got us dancing like right before we're getting on to do our talk, and yeah, so I don't know. There's something so exciting about you coming on again. And now it's like you've already done it once, like for Do the Thing. So it's even going to be, I mean, it was already like amazing, but now it's like almost like the extra layer of it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
believe it or not, I mean, definitely my experience as a stage manager for TEDx helped a lot. And also, I mean, I was a theater kid, so I also have that background in general, that theater is, like was my life until I was 18. But I think the thing that really helps me is that I've been, an elementary school teacher.
Oh, yeah.
And really it's the same as controlling a classroom, right? You need to manage the energy in the room so that in this case, the adults, the audience is able to absorb the information being given to them, and also, that their energy is managed and that they're uplifted, right? Especially, the the show or the speakers are taking you on an emotional journey, right? And there's peaks and valleys,
Mm.
and so we want to keep the audience both on that emotional journey but also leaving energized and happy, and not just drained, like, oh my god, my brain cannot hold another thing, and I just so I think it's the combination of those things that make it so much fun for me to
Yeah.
MC. And then also just to be able to shine light on the speakers and lift them up and brag on them and say the things that they can't say about themselves.
I think that's also what's so cool because yeah, I think it's hard to be able to like put yourself out there in a way, right, where people really know who's coming into the stage, in a powerful way. And these speakers, you guys are crazy, 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 crazy. Like I don't even know. I am like so excited about each one. Like last night, it was so funny. I was like, well, Sandy, you'll appreciate this because for the San Diego event the night before we were doing the run a show and we had like the stickies on my wall and we're like figuring out the order because
Okay, the,
technically
the runner show is always done the night before,
yeah
even if you've done it a month before. Let's
well
be
the
honest.
thing is the myth is that you have to know every single thing when you're creating events and a lot of people they get stuck in that trap of like curating the entire event like before they start like inviting people or even like knowing where it is or anything. And so that's why that's been the order that I've done it. But this time I actually have a lot of people that are like asking and needing to know, and we're doing another launch inside of this event. And so there's just a lot of moving parts. And so anyway, last night I decided to already like take all the speakers. I took all the my people parties that we've already done and all the stuff that they've already said. I threw it in ChatGPT and
Wow.
and I've already like kind of like captured like all of this like really just juicy like amazingness of like ChatGPT loves this event. I just want to say like it is like this is going to be the best event that has ever lived because like they're just you know, I mean between Jennifer Hill who's like the like synergy glue, right, of connection, like threading throughout the entire event. Mike Richardson, who is he's like the CEO group where, you know, like that was the event I spoke at where I was like
Uh-huh.
nervous, 130 people, you know, at that event, 130 CEOs, invitation only at that event. And he talks about collective intelligence and the power of pulling out the wisdom of the group and also something else that he does. It's so good. I have to remember to tell him I want him that I want this there. But he talks about like not having to be perfect, you know, and also because I mean that could get in our head. Because believe me, like there's people that are like flying in that are like massive like impact entrepreneurs, and I'm also getting recommended by like really respected people, you know, for people that are coming in, and so that is like adding another level of like pressure, right? You know, of like, oh my gosh, like I really want it to be good. But then I have to remember like people don't need it to be like not good, but like it's going to be good. They don't need it to be like whatever good is in my mind, right? It could be exactly as it's normally, like where I'm just curating the space. The conversations are what create it, but it's so easy to get caught up in all of that stuff. And so, but the point is like, I mean, not like so many other amazing people that I like I mean, Michelle Cameron Coulter, I can't wait to like have her come in, you know, and like kind of like speak from her lens as
I
an Olympic
I
gold
know every time
medalist.
I see you announce it, I'm like, it
Yeah.
can't get better. And then you make another announcement. I'm like, oh my God, it got better. Like, how does she
Yeah.
keep doing this?
Yeah, and then Jim Robinson, who's my mentor from when I had my company, like I met him when I was like 25, when I first started the staffing company, and he was the one that like guided that business as my client and friend, just by like asking me questions about, oh, can you do this? Can you do this? And we were creating stuff, and then he's coming, one of my like oldest like employees. He was like regional manager. He was with me 17 years. He was like the key in like kind of like creating the client employee experience, the leadership experience. And you know, obviously he's been doing stuff since he left that business, but or left that company. So I'm excited to learn more about that. But that's all tied into like what we're doing. And oh my gosh, and then I saw John Augustine, he spoke at UCLA. That's when we met. And he has this piano he brings on stage and he talks about how
Oh, wow.
we don't need to be like loud when we're arguing. Like we can like lower lower the volume. And he kind of shows us how we can like see each other's difference. And then you have Shelby Long, who it's funny, she came to Ohio. I know her through Julie at She Talks, but and so I've seen her like a bunch. But like when I saw her speak at Oxford, that's when I was like, oh yeah, we need that. And she speaks about the power of debate and how we can like really see each other's differences. And that's what we're doing, right? Think about 2026 and what's really going to make everything like change, right? And it's humanity. It's like we have to like, I
Yeah.
mean, I keep talking to Scott about it where we're like, I mean, AI is great. Believe me, I'm talking about throwing the stuff in ChatGPT, and I'm like, obviously, I'm not going to let that decide it, but it's giving me ideas. But there's like, you know, we can't rely on that stuff. We want to be human, and that's what's going to get us to be different. It's like, how do we be human? How do we be the leader? How do we create the leaders within our organizations, within our communities, and really empower people to have a voice? Like that's what this
Yeah.
is, right? Yeah.
And the other thing too about these in-person live events, right? With everything going more and more and more I was at a conference last week, the Limitless Live conference, and they were talking a lot about AI. And I am both excited and terrified of the things that they were showing us, right? I
Yeah.
mean, the way that they were showing us um, actorless and you know, directorless and cameraless videos made in AI, right? Um, which you know, somebody in the production industry is terrifying, although I definitely see the uses for it. And you know, being able to um, create anybody's image, speaking in anybody's voice, in anybody's language. So so we're going to get to the point where we won't even know what's real. And how will we know it's real? By these in-person events where we can literally hug each other, we can touch each other, we can feel each other, we see each other on the stage. And it's like, oh my God, yes, this is the real person, this is the real thing, this is the real energy, this is the real connection. And so while I think that it's so awesome to use, and I call ChatGPT Gary, I think it's so awesome to use them as a tool. I just think that these in-person events are going to become more and more and more important to bring us together and to let us know what's real and for that connection, you know? And I'm so excited. I'm also so excited about the people that you've put together because you pulled them from so many different parts of the world as you've gone around and you've done these different experiences and you've been speaking. So it's not the normal lineup that we see at every marketing event. And so it's so exciting that you were bringing people from vastly different worlds together on this stage. And I've been trying to explain it to people, and I've been saying, well, basically, it's like if you take a TED Talks and you marry it to an entrepreneur networking event, and then marry it to a live auction, you know. And that's like
Yeah.
the best I can come up with to try to explain what it is and how it's different from anything else we've been at.
Yeah, no, that's so good. I love that. And yeah, I'd love, Karen, do you want to share just kind of like, because I mean, you're even like hosting an Airbnb for people that are out of town and helping them get settled. Maybe just share what you're excited about too.
Well, I want to experience Sandy's energy in person because just the transference of it over the Zoom is amazing. So I was at the Ohio event, and what I can tell you is I had a massive up leveling following that event. And so, Sandy, what you're saying is so right that there is something magical about in person. And
Mhm.
um, I've been doing a lot of work since then. So, what I'm hearing, the guidance I'm hearing is this is going to be a huge breakthrough, like to like a level that I can't even comprehend. So I am so excited for all of it. But Stacey, after our call last night, I just couldn't get the idea of a human accomplishments board out of my head. And so that's my vision is that we have this huge board. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but and we're all putting up there what makes us human and all of us understanding that this is what's going to set us apart going forward. And I feel like we're linking arms with AI. So I almost look at it like AI meets HC, the human capability, right?
Yeah.
And just as powerful as AI can be, we are just equally as powerful. We just have to lean in to what makes us human and all those capabilities of curiosity and creativity and grit. And we're going to be just as powerful as AI. So
So
this event is going to bring all that together. And I feel like the thread of humanness is coming together in a way that I didn't see it until just like the last week or so.
Oh my God, I love that so much. And I
yeah,
and I love that idea of a board of what makes you
and
human.
well, and think about this too, because we're launching Blake McCoskey, he's the founder of Tom's, his new brand, You Are Enough, there. And a lot of his team is actually coming, and he's going to be recording a special video about the collaboration. And it's going to be like really exciting. We're going to be doing a challenge and sometime next year. There's so many
Oh
cool
yeah, I'm in
challenges
on that
coming
one.
up.
That's what I need.
There's so many good challenges coming up. Okay, say why you need this. I want to hear. Like, is that like where does
I
what?
mean, enoughness and not feeling like enough is probably my biggest issue.
Mhm,
You know, I mean, I was sitting at a table at Limitless Live at the Jim Quick event, right? I bought the VIP ticket.
mhm,
And somehow I landed at a table with like one of the heads of the Napoleon Hill Institute and a wellness influencer with 60 million followers. And I don't know, just the people at this table were so freaking awesome. And when I sat down with them, I didn't know who they were. And I was just like, oh, hey, people, we all have the same budget. Let's be friends, you know? And then we started doing the what do you do? And we go around the table and I start shrinking, right? Oh, shoot, I'm not qualified to be at this table.
mhm,
I am not enough. Like, I don't have any of those credentials. What am I even doing sitting here? They're probably thinking, like, who the heck is this girl? Like, what chutzpah that she drops down and sits with us. So yeah, I mean, I think you're bringing them for me.
And I'm so glad. Thank you so much for saying that because that was, if you think about what I said at the beginning of this, where like a lot of people are asking me questions about who's at the event. Like some people are just coming because they're seeing like a speaker there that they know, or someone saying, no, you have to go, but they don't know me, they don't know anything. And I'm just like about what I like have done. And then I like was getting in my head where it wasn't fun for a minute. I'm like, oh my gosh, it needs like what this and like all the things. And what does that come from? That comes from not feeling enough, right?
Right.
And I had to like re-tap into the comfort circle, the confidence of like, yes, no, I got this. I can do this. And again, the other thing that's different about the Do the Thing events, I think, and I don't want to say about everything else out there, but like from at least what I have experienced with the way that this is every event, it's not about content. It's not about like the speaker's individual. I mean, everyone's amazing, but it's
Yeah.
the act, like what Karen mentioned. It's like we're activating something, like something big is getting activated. And I almost think like the $1 billion impact event, and maybe that's why it's not called the $1 billion impact marketplace. So yes, we are activating the $1 billion impact marketplace at the event, but we're actually activating everybody's $1 billion idea. Like, because that's what Do the Thing does. It launches things. And Laura, I dreamt about you this morning when I like woke up. I like immediately thought about you and I was thinking about how Yannick Silver bought your Peru adventure at the last auction. And he's like, I mean, there's no like he is like he's doing massive. He's the one that has donated millions of dollars to Virgin Unite through adventures and experiences, going to like Necker Island and Mosquito Island and all of these things. And I was just imagining, I'm like, oh, maybe I could tell Yannick I could go with him there. Maybe we would invite Jennifer Hill. Anyway, I just want to point out is like, we have no idea like what's happening like right now. Like it's like, it's just like once we like get everyone like together, it's just, so yeah, maybe that's what it is. Maybe I need to, because I'm in deciding, I'm like, do I want to put marketplace and all the stuff, or do I want to just do $1 billion impact? But maybe that's what it is. It's like we're launching like thinking about your idea, Karen, what you were just saying with this like vision board and then pairing it with AI and your human capabilities. I mean, that's $1 billion idea that's kind of being launched. Like it's being launched at this event because we're gonna have your My People party there. I'm so excited. We're launching like, and then this is $1 billion idea, like, because they're gonna have products and services. And the cool thing about that is 100% of the profits is going to mental health organizations because
Wow.
Blake, he sold Tom's. He went through a massive, and you guys will hear more about it at the event, but a massive, like, just like identity, who am I? I'm not enough, like process, and so he had to do a lot of work, to realize that he was enough just as he is. And so that's what this is about being launched. But yeah, that's
The
wild.
synchronicities are so wild about what is happening here. Um, the fact that I just came to my program being called the alchemy of enough
Oh,
and
wow.
how to alchemize this core belief because I've studied this stuff for like 6 years. And Sandy, you don't know, but Stacy and Laura know. My sister passed away in 2019, and it completely changed the course of my life.
Wow.
And I went on this quest to understand how do we create happiness from within?
Mm.
Because we say all these cliche things, right? But what do they mean? And through the course of it, I found myself for the first time in my life, and I found my purpose. And at the heart of all of it was this concept that we're not enough, right? And everything kind of comes back down to that. I mean, the details look different at the surface, but at the core, we really are almost all struggling with this notion of enoughness. And so to have somebody like Blake coming forward and connecting and linking arms with you, Stacy, um, this is bigger than I even can conceptualize at the moment. But it's not. It's all meant like the universe is just like it's like connecting all the dots.
So good. And imagine like you guys know the challenges, right? So imagine when we create the You Are Enough challenge, and then Karen, you're able to then facilitate that challenge using your language, but like with Blake's message. And now you're the conduit to like maybe people that dealt with grief, or like people that, like the whole lens that you're like really passionate about. And then now You Are Enough, maybe a college student now can facilitate that challenge, taking Blake's message, right, of the dares and the way we do it with the formula and the comfort circles and like like, and then going to a company, right? And like doing it there because a lot of times in employees, I mean, oh my gosh, I mean, so many employees do not feel enough because like you just like are constantly overthinking and wanting to be perfect. And that's why most people lack motivation is because they just don't think it's going to be good enough too, right? I mean, I wonder what the distinction is between being good enough and enough. Is that the same? But yeah, but so that's these are, oh, Laura, yes. Laura's
Yeah,
like
I think
chiming
they're the same.
Thanks so much, so
in.
much about this. For me, like speaking about the enough thing, for me, the key word there is you.
Mm,
Because when you're not being you, you're not enough because you're this fake thing that no one can
mm,
relate to, and you're trying to do stuff that you were never meant to do, and you're really a cog in everybody's wheel, basically, you know? But when you are feeling like you, when you know who you are and you know where you're going and you know what you want to do, then you're enough. So that to me is the big piece. And that's like what do the thing. You find your voice, you figure out where you're going. Who are you? And yes, now I'm totally enough because I'm who I am. You know what I mean? You just the
yeah.
universe is like, yeah, you know. So to me, that's like what Karen does so good is, it's not like trying to talk somebody into you're enough. It's that who are you? Because then you realize yourself that you're enough. Like with all the stuff you do, Stacey, and seeing everybody in their genius, but you wouldn't see, any of them in their genius if they weren't being in their genius. You know what I mean? If they were trying to
Yeah.
be somebody else. So I think the you in that and about planning it, to me, having planned a lot of retreats, there's so much that is out of your control for a good reason because it's going to be whatever it needs to be for everyone. Everyone's going to get something different out of it. Everyone's going to get what they need. And there's no possible way you could plan that.
Yeah, that's very true. And
So
again,
there's that tension between planning, and then giving it the freedom to be what everyone needs.
to blossom. And like Karen said, I mean the energy in the room, and you never know who the person that you're going to be having that accidental conversation with while you're getting lunch or you're standing in line, or you just turn to, when the speaker said now turn to the person you haven't met before, and that's going to be the spark. And that's going to, and I mean, I don't know what the You Are Enough program is, but something that like that I kind of realized at an event recently is I can't, everybody's saying, well, if you just love yourself enough, but I can't love myself enough, like to, I need, I'm an extrovert, right? I need something from the outside world. I need the touch. I need some of that validation. And in the vacuum and in the absence of that positive energy from other people, I'm starting to dehydrate emotionally, if you will, right? And so being in this kind of room where you are in a room full of people that are in the same energy is so nourishing. I don't even have the right words to say, like how much it can light that spark and fill you up and start you on that journey of of realizing your enoughness in different places, right? I mean, because we all have our different versions of ourselves according to where we are, right? I mean, me as a mom is totally authentically me, but it's different than me as entrepreneur in a room of entrepreneurs, and different than me as daughter, or me as, God willing, a potential girlfriend. Bring it, universe. Um, but you know what I mean? So like I guess getting that enoughness mastery in all of those pieces of yourself
Hmm.
is like just exciting, and I want it. Give me.
So good. And you know what it makes me think of? Because, like, at the core of like everything this is, right? It's do the thing, which is like, don't wait for opportunity, create it. When we think about the billion-dollar impact marketplace, we're thinking about the vehicle now that helps people launch any idea quickly. It gets it out into the world quickly, it monetizes it quickly, and it raises money for charity. Because how cool is that to be able to like have an idea and then actually even like on the spot when it doesn't work, you have another idea. And then like that new idea sells. Like there's no other, I don't think there's any other platform that has ever existed that gets something out and launched that quickly. And quoting Kristen Gutierrez with the challenge we just ran with getting your offer into momentum, then getting that idea like into momentum and out into the world. Now it's like it's like, so now you're going in this billion, now it's $1 billion idea, right? Yay, Carmen joining in. Um, and so now yeah, so what the marketplace is, the $1 billion, I can't tell where the reverberation is coming from. It's weird because are we good? Is that anybody, do you think? I don't know if that's mine. Oh, it's gone, whoever it was. Yeah, so the $1 billion impact marketplace is a launching pad. Yay, Mayor's coming in. Is a launching pad of $1 billion ideas. And why is that important with this? That is important with this because when you're launching your $1 billion idea, you still need to feel enough. Hey, Mayor.
Yeah.
You still need to feel enough. And so I feel like the pairing of this is so exciting to me because, like, I mean, that's something. I mean, Karen, you've seen this firsthand. Like, oh my gosh, like it has been hard. You guys I'm telling you right now, this is not like people make this stuff look easy. It is not easy. You have to go through all of your own genes coming in. You have to go through all of your own kind of like patterns and your insecurities and is this going to be this? And it's like, it is not fun. I'm just telling you, when you are building that $1 billion idea and you're implementing it out in the world. And when I think of each of us on this screen right now, every one of us, it's a $1 billion idea. So the $1 billion impact marketplace is the birthing for everybody's $1 billion idea. That's what it is. We didn't know that until right now. But we have to feel enough too, because we want to make sure we're not, it's easy to get disconnected from yourself when you're doing it too. I just want to say that also. Okay, open it up. Who wants to say something? Because that is wild. Mare. Hi, Mare.
Well, I've been listening on the Facebook Live because I couldn't find the link. And so thank you, Carmen. Thank you for finding it. And Laura, I'm laughing at your Jean get out because we agreed to tell Jean that she couldn't play this week because she needed to work on something else. So hopefully, Jean, you got done whatever it was so that you can play with us now.
So good.
But yeah, no, I like all of the things that that you have been talking about, which is really finding it's the quest to find the heart of your heart. So the heart of your own personal dream in this human experience, because we don't get excused from the human experience, right? Sandi, when I was listening to but I was on Facebook Live, so I couldn't say anything. Get a massage. And if you can get a massage every single week, that will connect your energetics and fuel you. And then what it does is it allows you to be more of a beacon of availability for the relationships, the human connection. Well, massage is a human touch, right? So what it does is energetically it brings you back into your body. You're amazing, and what I feel like is that numerology wise, 2026 is a 1 year, and what that means is we're all beginning something. That's the universal collective number. Whatever your individual number is, we can go there too, but all of us are starting something fresh and new in January.
Wow.
So I'm going to hold the space for you, Sandi, that that 2026 blows your mind in the best possible way. It's way better than you can even imagine, like way better. So anytime a judgment dragon comes up and tries to mess with your enoughness, you can text me your emoji, and I will send you a whoosh of pure loving light energy to refuel the energetic bubble that is around you. You are going places like you have no idea. I mean, you've already done amazing things contributing in the world, but this 2026 for you is mind blowing, and you couldn't have your person yet because you weren't ready. And my invitation to you is, if you can trade for a massage a week, trade for it, because it's that invitation that will anchor you in and allow your greatness to feel safe enough to come out.
I love that. And I accept and receive your blessings. And I love the idea of a weekly massage. Thank you.
It's so good. Oh my gosh. Oh, Karen.
I love when Mayor talks.
I know.
My whole state changes. But I wanted to just also touch on what Stacy said. This is a year of beginnings for all of us, and we all have billion-dollar ideas. And what Stacy was talking about is there's going to be layers that are going to come up for you in that journey, in that process, that are going to feel really uncomfortable. And you're going to want to just say, forget it. This is too hard. This is too
Yes.
difficult. And Stacy and I have had the pleasure of going on a journey together where we've gotten to help each other expose some of the layers. And we allow ourselves to show up and be human through it and not back down from it.
Yeah.
And it's allowed me for sure to break through some things that are setting me up for where I'm going. And so I would just say it's going to be amazing. And it's also going to have challenges, but lean into those challenges because that's all part of the process.
It's so good. And yeah, so something that keeps coming up for me as I'm growing this is it brings back like stuff from my old life with the company, with the staffing company and like all the things I didn't like about it. You know, it brings up because this is big, massive. It's a lot of people, it's a lot of moving parts. And I just put this in the chat, but I did a launch with a challenge with Alison Maislan. She runs she's the founder of Pinnacle Global Network, which is a huge CEO group. And it was so much fun getting to play with that group for 5 days. We did a challenge called Dare to Be Great. And I haven't talked to her yet about how like we could use this challenge and all the things. So I'm excited to see if we'll be able to. But what she said in the kickoff, and I'm going to read it for anyone that's not on this Zoom, is really resonant to like everything that I've been personally going through, which is, and it's, I think, going to be resonant at the event, which is a big part of your success comes down to your own leadership and how you choose to step up. If you want your business to grow by 40% this year, you have to grow by at least 60%,
Wow.
carry that growth. Because when the business starts expanding faster than we do, we'll unconsciously find
Mm.
ways to slow it down. Our own hidden patterns and drivers can end up sabotaging the very success that we've been working for. And then Karen just said, yes, our nervous system has to expand to hold the abundance. And I just feel like that's really resonant. And oh my gosh, I think the thing that we figured out on this on this event with the announcement of Sandi being the MC at the event is that we are launching the $1 billion impact marketplace, but that what that means is we're launching everybody's $1 billion idea. That's exciting. And hi, Jean. Hi, Lucy. Hi, Lynn. Hey, Jody. Good to see you. Would anyone else like to share? And feel free, like we're kind of also talking about this concept because as we launch our $1 billion ideas, we want to be connected to also being enough, you know, at each level because when we grow, as you guys know, I have my comfort circle over there, but I'm like, do I want to get, but as we know, okay, I'm doing it. As we know, just like finding our voice is at each circle and every growth path that we get to, right? So we're the horse. And so when we think about this comfort circle journey, like this is with every part of our story, because there's some parts of my story I'm in global reach, but there's other
Mhm.
parts I'm still in horse about. You know, I'm kind of find your voice. I'm like here and I kind of pitter depending on what room I'm in, whether I talk about it. But at some point, I'm sure I'll want to share my voice because I've got to help someone through the stuff that I've gone through, right? Like it feels like that's your job in life, right? But yeah, I'm not ready to yet. But we all have that. We all have parts of our story that we're in the horse about. But then we find our voice, we share our voice, we monetize our voice, we create the movement, global reach. Sometimes we don't go through all the circles, sometimes we do. But at every level, we're finding our voice, but also you are enough is a universal message, you know, and so we want to also feel enough at each level that we're growing. And so it's really exciting. Yeah, I don't even know. It's like this is so exciting. So yeah, feel free to share anything, yeah, anything that's coming alive for you right now.
You know what I love is just how even though all the people who are attracted to what you do and your circles, how even though we come from such vastly different walks of life and our career paths and our movements and the things that we're doing, it's such a loving community. It's such a supportive community. It is such a positive community. And not in that toxic positivity,
Yeah.
oh, you can't complain, you can't tell me your problems way, but in that way of, I see you. I
Mm.
get you. I'm here for you. I will lift you up. And that is everything. I really cannot stress that enough, how important it is to be in that energy because there is so much in the world of the people who are not realized, who are not developed, who will try to pull you back, who will try to stop you from really, and not to mention your own saboteurs, but to be with those people who all just want to grow and see you grow is everything.
So good. I love that. Thank you. And Mayor.
So this is for you specifically, Stacy. Um, uh, what I invite you to consider when the judgment dragon rumbles from others who don't get what you're doing and can't find their ground in what you're doing, that's not yours to fix.
Yeah.
That's not yours to take care of. I what the energy I'm putting into you for 2026 is that you're free to be you. And you can send the naysayers, etc., to me or to the group, and we'll help them because it just means that they're lost. Um, you don't have the luxury of stopping to help each person find their grounding in this $1 billion impact. You need the freedom to experiment and play and go to the other levels and allow us to take care of the straggler. So that's it.
So good. I love it. Thank you. Let's think about this. So let's talk about, because I'm excited about helping launch You Are Enough. So I didn't know we were going to go here, but it feels like it, especially Sandy, you really helped kind of like sync the energy in with this. And then Karen, you having that as like part of like your brand where you're like excited to doing that. So imagine and again, if we're thinking of this $1 billion impact event, which now I guess I'm landing on that. It's the $1 billion impact event because we're launching everybody's $1 billion idea at the event using the marketplace as a vehicle, right? Isn't that exciting? That really got clear just now. So that's really exciting. Which is why world changers are coming to this event. It's anything from impact entrepreneurs to money entrepreneurs to CEOs
Hollywood.
to Hollywood. Oh, we got to talk about that. Hollywood's coming. We got nonprofits coming. I mean, there's just like so many cool people coming. It's like not even funny. But one of the things we're also getting to do is help launch this brand, which is really exciting because when you think about like Blake and being the founder of Tom's, he's the first one that like invented generosity with like one shoe, giving one shoe when people bought one shoe. And so, and then part of what we're doing is, should I show you?
I'm dying to know what's in there.
Should we wait or do you want to see it? Should we wait? Should we wait?
I want
What do you
to.
think?
I want to see it.
You want to see it?
I gotta know.
It's so gorgeous. So everyone's going to get one of these at the event, which is really exciting. And then yeah, and it's basically we're getting a bracelet and then we're going to be able to give a bracelet to somebody. And so it's just that like kind of like that idea of the message just being able to ripple beyond beyond us. So it's one for you and one to give. And then I'll read it because I think it's okay. Dear friend, I see you, the you behind you. I'm getting chills. This is like so crazy to me. Okay, I'm good. I see you, the you behind you, not for anything you've done or anything you're gonna do. I don't stop to say it enough, but I believe in you. And if you could see yourself from my view, you'd believe it too. That's why I'm giving you the gift that I'm receiving too. A message to remind you when you're lost or feeling blue, a mantra to repeat when times are tough, because no matter who we are always enough. It's a silent prayer I'm sending for the world's mental health. I wear this symbol for myself as a bond to someone else. It's a blessing and a gentle push to never give up. Because no matter who you are enough. And then 100% of the profits from all enough products go to mental health organizations that are transforming and saving lives every day. I just feel like it's so, I mean, the message alone is so powerful, but the message combined with the $1 billion impact event to me is like so resonant because like at every level we have to remember we're enough because we're gonna get I don't like using the word triggered, but we're gonna get whatever that word is that's not triggered. We're gonna get like activated, we're gonna get like feeling it, right? Because like, oh, is this good and am I enough? Like, do I need, and even like do you want to recheck in with yourself too? Because you can get really disconnected, from who you are as you're building something. I mean, that's what it is, right? Like you can get disconnected from who you are. And you also want to tap into that it's for the right reasons too. So yeah, feel free to share, yeah, anything here, because that's like, I am like blown away with this. I like the connection of all of this is like wild to me. I feel like I was going to say something else. I also think we're going to help them launch. They don't know it yet. Oh, that's where I was going with it. They don't know it yet, but I think because I didn't know it yet. I think I talked to them yesterday, to his team yesterday, and I think we're going to help them launch like the "You Are Enough, My People" party. Where like we can be like advocates, like people that want to, like hosting these parties. And again, it's your own message, but it's with their message, and so that's what Blake wants. He wants it in schools, he wants it in all these different things. So that's what I was going to say. Imagine like the My People Party framework, right? And then also the challenges and the people that are trained to facilitate the do the thing challenges when or even if they're not and they hire someone that's trained to run the challenge and we could put it in a company in a school or whatever. Imagine that brand now being able to get like amplified, in such a powerful way. So, oh, hi, thank you. Yeah, the brand is getting now amplified. Maybe just share a little bit about that, just so we can sink in the energy of like seeing the launch of a movement like this and how powerful using like the challenge will be once we kind of like run it first and yeah, and then we're able to like have other people be the conduit too.
How amazing. I mean, can you imagine if everybody in that room has gone through this and they've gotten their cup filled, and now they're coming into this room feeling like they are the most fullest version of themselves, that they are enough, and they're not slinking into the room like, oh, I hope somebody please talk to me, but they are coming in like, I am here and I am ready, and that the whole room is going to be in that energy for 2 days. That is like, oh my God, like I hope we're gonna do that like the very first thing so that everybody starts out the event like with their cup filled and fully feeling their enoughness.
What do you see there, Sandy? What's like in your mind? What would be cool at that point?
Yeah, I mean, I think that if the first thing that we do in the morning is fill up everybody's cup, proverbial cup, right?
Yeah.
So that so that from the very first moment that they sit, they are listening to every speaker from the framework of I am enough and I belong here and I am amazing and I have all of this other stuff, my cup runneth over and I have so much to pour into others. And how receptive is everybody going to be then to receiving the messages of each speaker, right? And
Yeah.
to pouring in to each of these global movements. I mean, wow, what synergy.
So good. Love that. Karen.
I feel like I'm living in a fever dream or something because I can't quite conceptualize all the synchronicities. So on in my Love Out Loud brand, I have a vision for a love wall where similar to what Alex has with the Because I Said I Would cards, there's cards to share a love note to yourself or to somebody else. So I see, Stacy, maybe like we have cards that we pass out and everybody writes why they're enough and we capture those. Even for Blake, like if he's got like a hashtag, something that we can all do that. Or when I was learning about this for the first time, I learned through Marissa Peer, who had everybody write "I am enough" on their mirror in lipstick.
Mm.
And it's so powerful to do that because when you're looking in the mirror every day and you're looking at yourself, you start to see these words on a subconscious level and they start to sink in. And if like we all did that, like at the conference, like we wrote it and like, did videos of like, taking pictures of it or doing videos and saying why we're enough. Like, I just think there's a lot of momentum that we can gather in this conference to share from our perspective why we're enough and help kind of launch what he's doing.
So good. I love that. Yeah, this is going to be really powerful. So, oh, Sandy, tell us more about like who you're bringing and what that looks like. Yeah, what's
Oh, yeah. Well, so I think he's gonna come. Hopefully he will, but I think they're gonna let me auction off the prize whether or not he's able to make it. But so Stacey knows, the rest of you, Mara maybe knows, but the rest of you maybe don't know because you don't know me, that my passion project is I'm producing a travel craft docuseries TV show. And I have been more and more getting into the production world in any way that I can as a lowly PA, running errands, fetching coffee, taping down cords, to I've been invited to be craft services. That is, I'm not doing the cooking, but I'm the one responsible for making sure that everybody gets fed and watered and snacks throughout the entire film for an indie feature film called Concert Heroes that is starring Chris Kattan from Saturday Night Live and Roberto Romanes, who you may remember as Mike Des Moines from Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and David DeLuise, and just a whole bunch of comedians and Hollywood people. And so I asked if we could bring to the auction to for somebody to be an extra on the set and then get to have a photo op with the celebrities that are there that day. And they were really excited about that idea. They were really excited. It's an independent feature, so the producer Steve, it's his money. It's not a well-funded Hollywood show. But he's got some really great friends who have agreed to work at scale for him to make this happen. And so I'm really hopeful that he's going to be there himself, the producer, at the event. I think he will, but I just want to be careful with my language just in case. And that one of the things that we can auction off will be this literal Hollywood experience to be on a film set and get these celebrity photo ops. So I am so excited to be involved with it. I am so excited to, to bring the Do the Thing and Billion Dollar Impact community to it and I just see it as such a natural pairing, and I'm just beyond myself.
so good. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so fun. Yeah, it just feels like there's just so many pieces to this, and just who's coming. It's like, yeah, like I said, it's just gonna be a like the common thread, right? If we think of the my people part of Do the Thing, the common thread is we want to make $1 billion impact, right? And we're using the marketplace as a vehicle to get any idea out. And I don't know, it's funny, I don't know where, like, I think the challenges obviously fit into all of it and the parties and all of that, because that's how you get the ideas out fast. I just haven't connected together exactly like how that piece works yet. But regardless, yeah, people want to be able to launch. That's what I've noticed is like happening everywhere. The business, the idea, the community, the software, the whatever it is, they want to be able to launch, right? And so we have the vehicle, whether it's the, I mean, unless it's all the same, my people party challenge marketplace, we have the way to get people to launch immediately without overthinking, without over planning, without over structuring, and in the most connected, real human way, right? And so yeah, so it's really exciting. And so yeah, like it's like and we're 50% sold out. So feel free to invite people still. Yeah, so exciting. I know, I feel it's exciting because like I think normally people don't sign up technically for events, until like the last like week typically is when you get the last percentage. So I feel ahead right now, but it's great. But anyone that whether you're here, you're watching this on the replay, if you know someone that has a nonprofit that they want to fund, invite them. If you have someone that's a C-level executive, invite them. If you know someone that's an entrepreneur and that wants to make a difference in the world or that wants to launch their billion-dollar idea, invite them. If you know someone that's a organizer, like maybe for events and they curate people and spaces, right? So the common thread, and that's where I think people sometimes get confused of like, who's supposed to come? It's like, really, like, are you wanting to do something in the world, make a
Mm.
difference? Are you wanting to make an impact? Are you also wanting to, like launch, something for yourself too, right? Or be a part of something else. And so it's the billion-dollar impact, I believe that's the common thread. That's the my people part. That's the goal for anyone that doesn't know. But it's like you have your normal network, your normal friends and family, your normal support network, and now we're going to be with people that want to make a billion-dollar impact, which, that is a different type of person, because not everyone wants that. So yeah, so exciting. And Lynn, hey.
Hi. Yes. So there's like a few things and I wanted to catch each thing. So, first of all, like, uh, Karen, thank you for all that you've done for this group, always being in the background, always being there so I could ask a question and be like, where do I find this? Thank you so much for that. And Mary, I love what you said to Stacy. Absolutely needed. Yeah, just love that. Magnetic. That's what's bringing all the people um, and regarding the you are enough. Um, one of the uh, find your voice parts that I had asked into the Wilders big community is the question of what do you want someone to tell you? And that one, I love that question because it always like makes people just be in awe and stand back and be like, oh, because your brain reads it like, what do you want to tell someone? And then you're always like, yeah, this is what I want to tell someone. This is what I want to tell someone. But then you're like, oh my gosh, if someone, and what it came down to is like a lot of people started to say, if someone had just said, you are enough from even childhood, before you were becoming all that you are, and it's just because you are amazing, you're unique, you have your own gifts and talents, it's not yet formed yet, but you're enough, and you have enough inside of you already that's actually going to be formed when it's time to use it for good. So it's like all these beautiful things. And so I love that that's going to be a gift. I want to get like 10 more and give some to my kids. And because it really just makes you go like all the world problems seems like it stems from not feeling enough. And so much could be solved if it is. And Stacey, you do such an amazing job at helping every single person feel enough, whether they have an audience or not, or if they're famous or not. And so you're like the perfect person to have this. So thank you for doing this. Thank you for making that connection. I'm so excited about that gift that we're going to have. And I'd love to see if I can get like so many more because everyone needs it. So thank you. And also, Sandy, I'm excited that you're hosting or emceeing. Yay. You did such a great job last year. Okay.
I want to tell you, by the way, great job on the Kristen's webinar that you were doing. I was really enjoying watching you.
Aw.
Oh, thank you so much. Yes, thank you I'm glad you got to see that. Yeah. Yeah. Getting to host your masterclass. She's so awesome. Thank you.
And Lynn just got a huge, it was so great. She just facilitated Find Your Voice inside the Wilders community. And we called it, was it Find the Expert from Within Challenge?
Yeah, activate the expert within.
She got she got an amazing testimonial for her as the challenge host. And then she also got the testimonial for Do the Thing, like as far as like it being Do the Thing, which I thought was really, really cool. I was like, yes, Lynn, that was amazing. And so, yeah, like I just see the vision of like, especially like a brand like this, like once we create the challenge and then like, let's say 100 people now deliver that challenge with the bracelets as part of it. Like, it's like, it just activates the people to like really get the message. It's like, I mean, to me, like, I mean, it's going to be so cool. So, I mean, on top of they're already doing like already amazing stuff. I feel like the do the thing stuff is more bootstrapped, right? Where it's like we're just like doing it through like organic connection and action. So it's a little bit yeah, different. So it's exciting. I don't know. I'm like so excited. Okay, so with that, we're gonna close this out. Feel free. Yay, Jody loves the bracelet. So good. Jody, are you coming? Because you're in Temecula. You're not too far. Are you gonna come?
Sorry, I was on mute. I hope so. I'm trying to figure out childcare because it's not that far, but it's still drop off and pick up stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just trying to arrange for childcare. And yeah, I'll touch base with you offline too, because I was just going to see if you guys need any backup or any help as well at the event.
So sweet. I'm so glad. Yeah, so so feel free, invite people, tell like networks about it too. Like if you know like someone that's doing just something really cool and they're doing world-changing stuff, feel free to invite them. It's gonna be like we're gonna get to like basically see these amazing speakers, have these breakouts, do these my people parties. There's also gonna be like a panel where we're like connecting the dots on all the things. I'm still deciding. I'm trying to figure out because I really want Allison Wonders to do her show but I'm like, when maybe we can just stay here for a minute. When would it be? So for anyone that doesn't know, she does this like such a fun one woman show and it's like an hour but it would have to be at night because I have no kind of like time during the day. But I'm like, so many people are flying to San Diego and I just know everything's like, I mean, we have an inside outside space, so it's not, it's on the water, so it's crazy. But like, when would it be? Do you guys have any thoughts?
I think like after dinner would be great. Maybe even have like a little networking uh um what's it called? Happy hour. Like after dinner, kind of a post happy hour, have the show and then some time to just hang out and network um unstructuredly.
Yeah. Like which
Thank you. Cocktail hour. That's what I'm trying to say.
So like would it be at the same place or do you think go to a different place to give people like a change of scenery?
No, I think that we're at the Coronado uh, uh, rec center, the right. I mean, it's such a beautiful location right there on the water.
Yeah.
Why move? And if you can have it for the entire day, why take another venue? I mean, that's such a perfect venue.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you guys think? Is that like on which night? Thursday night or Friday night if I was gonna do it?
I would do it Thursday night because all of those type of things are going to build connections in people that are going to make them just that much more open and receptive and excited about the next day.
And do I call it like an option? I mean, everything's optional, obviously.
2-hour cocktail party.
And a comedy show.
In the chat.
Yeah.
2-hour cocktail
Yeah,
party.
it's a cocktail party and comedy show. And I mean, optional, but you don't want to miss it.
Cocktail party.
And if you haven't seen the show, I have. You don't want to miss it. She is amazing.
So good. I know that's why I keep trying to figure out where to put it. Yeah.
But wear your pee panties. I'm just going to tell you now, wear your pee panties.
Well, oh my gosh, the funniest thing, which Lucy and Karen can attest to, but it was and Laura, it was hilarious. In Ohio, Allison already had a pre kind of like scripted one woman show. But she actually took the like stuff from the event and she made like an even funnier, like I think it was still
Oh wow, she brought it in.
Yeah. Do you guys want to just add anything from that? That was like wild. Yeah.
Yeah, she incorporated Brie into it, which was so fun. But it kind of like it made everything kind of hit home. And so much so that when we took our group picture, we all chanted out because she said she was part of the show. And then we're all like, wait, that's not what it is. It was so fun. My cheeks hurt. I was laughing so hard.
It was so funny. And it's so funny because Bree, for anyone that doesn't know, Bree's a global change biologist. She's a professor at Berkeley. And so she was like helping with the event. And then she brought her into the whole show. And it was like impromptu where they just played on it was so funny. Yeah. So Lucy, Laura, do you want to add anything before we go?
Yeah, no, the show was great. And I agree, keeping it at the same venue because the more places people have to try to figure out to get to makes it more difficult.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'd say have it there, have it that night. That's gonna be great.
Okay, I'm gonna make sure because I don't think I have it kind of like reserved. Like I don't know how that works, but I'll make sure that I can get it. Yeah, Lucy's flying in. Any close in? Lucy was in Ohio. We've been like spending we went to Dubai, lots of different things together. Yeah, any closing remarks, Lucy? She's flying from England, you guys. She's flying from England.
Wow.
Well, first of all, about the Alison thing, I think it was just perfect. And the way she added that in last minute with Brie was just so perfect. It was so fun and just, yeah, she's just magical when she puts all of that together. And it was the lift that was just a different kind of thing for that event, that it wasn't needed, but it was just brought everything together in such a gorgeous way. And so I think if that can be possible to have again, I think that would be great, because then more people see her as well, right? And like Sandy was saying, I think it does connect people when they've got that time to stop and not be in the event, but they are then networking to then bring them through to the next day. I think that would be really powerful. So if it's possible, it would be wonderful to do.
Okay, good. Any kind of like thoughts of what people that maybe haven't experienced the Do the Thing event, what would be kind of like exciting, like what they could look forward to, just from your perspective, Lucy?
I think the unexpectedness of it.
Yeah.
Don't expect it to be something like you've ever seen and done before, because something will come up and you'll think, oh my goodness, I've never seen that happen before, or I've never felt like that before, or I can't, believe that this has just flowed into this and it wasn't even planned and it's just happened and it was amazing and it just happened. And so I think, yeah, if somebody hasn't been to a Do the Thing event, just to expect the unexpected.
I think that's the thread that I just really have noticed, especially as I go to different events and things. This isn't an event to hear. It's not an event to just hear a bunch of speakers and like do all this stuff. It's like we're activating. Like every
Mhm.
event activates the next thing. So it's like it's a pure activation of like, I mean, I think now it's like that's why it's $1 billion impact event. We're activating everybody's $1 billion impact in the world. Maybe it's that. It's like we're activating our $1 billion impact. So yeah, so good. And Jody just said it's a catalyst for sure. Okay,
Mhm.
Sandy, close us out. The MC, tell us, it's so cool because like, I mean, your experience is so amazing. And just every time you get to be a part and like, especially in a key role, it just really is super, super awesome. And then I feel like I've met you at such and like been with you in such like vulnerable moments of like my personal life, like even the point of like good and bad, like with the TEDx talk, I remember being like terrified, being the last one to go. And I'm like standing behind the stage and Sandy's literally the person that's like, you're going out now. And I'm like, I am.
That's
Like,
right. And leaving everybody on a glorious note, right? A glorious high note, which is why you were last.
And then the San Diego event, where I was like nervous there, and going on and like anyway, just you've been in there like on the dark times, the good times, like in these really vulnerable key moments. And now, of course, you're helping us launch this $1 billion impact for so many people, which is like so exciting.
Well, it's a mutual admiration society. I mean, you and I we just clicked and connected right from the get-go. And our personal lives and our business lives have run so parallel that it's really been amazing. And I've just been so proud watching everything that you've put together. And every time I think she topped it I mean, she's arrived, and then it's like you go even higher, and I'm like, I can't, wow, like I can't believe I know this person. I can't believe that I get to call her my friend. Like, holy crap, but I think the thing that I really want to leave everybody with, and not so much the people that are in this room, because I know that the people that are here on the Zoom with us totally know who Stacy is, and the power of this movement, and who she attracts around her. So if you're watching this and you don't know Stacy and you don't know what this is, and you're going like, what are they even talking about? Here's what I'm going to tell you. Even if you're looking at the link and going, I still don't quite understand what this event is, just register, just come. You will not regret it. indescribable. I don't have the words to say how amazing this event is going to be, how impactful, every single person that you're going to meet is, and how you're going to find that whatever it is that you need, maybe you don't even realize that you need it. Somehow you're going to find a spark of it. You're going to find a connection to it in that room. And you need to be there. That's really all it is. It just comes down to that. You want to be in this room. Magic is going to happen. I mean, I know you're like $1 billion. It's really the magic impact project. Forget the number. I mean, it is just, yeah. I mean, it's not often that I'm at a loss of words, and here we are. But it's just that great. You need to be there, and everybody that's on the Zoom, I think, would agree with me that this is just going to be what a great way to start the year. I mean, a year one, like Mary was telling us, with all of the energies and these things that are going to be happening finally after what was, I think, a really difficult a really difficult period for so many of us. I know the last few years for me have been really, really stressful, really hard, personally, politically, financially, in every way. And I am so looking forward to starting the year off with this billion-dollar impact event and the meeting of the minds that is going to be in this room over the 2 days. And you need to be there.
So good. Perfect way to close us out. So January 8th and 9th. It's going to be amazing. We're looking at talking to the You Are Enough team, and we're thinking about maybe doing like a pre-walk hike, either January 7th or potentially on that Saturday. So if you're flying in, I definitely would leave Saturday kind of open, just because we might do something, walk, hike, mastermind. I'm not sure. Something's happening that day. As a like kind of follow integration. I actually am not 100% sure if it's going to be everybody's invited to that yet, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, but definitely you guys are, like with the movement makers and stuff. But yeah, we'll figure it out. If you want to be, I'm just going to say yes right now. Anyone watching this, you could tell me, just because I don't want to feel like I'm excluding anyone. So, okay, because this is a movement. We're creating $1 billion impact for a lot of people. So, okay, here we go. We're doing this. We are launching the $1 billion impact. It's in San Diego. We're doing it through the marketplace being the vehicle where everybody's ideas get out like super fast without even having to think about it. You just get to feel it and then say it out loud, and then you get feedback on whether or not people want to start it. So thank you so much for being here. Thanks for everyone watching this replay. Look forward to seeing you in San Diego. It's going to be so much fun. And do the thing. Don't wait for opportunity. Create it.
Create it.
Bye, everyone. Thank you. So fun.